Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, I want to share with you a decision that I need to make, which is whether I should apply to US university. So, before I start, I want to give you a background on the problems that I have to face recently. So, if you see my last video, which was uploaded, I think, 2 weeks before now, it was about the life of a German farmer under Nazi rule. So, that video is a very short sketch and it is quite silly. And I uploaded that video because I was preparing for my A-level history exam. So I completed the last history paper on the 2nd of November, and right now is I think 15th of November. So it's around 2 weeks before now when I uploaded that video. So why have I not been uploading new videos recently? First thing first, after I completed the fourth history paper, I was having a very big ulcer, very terrible ulcer, which hinders my ability to speak English properly. So I filmed the video and I'm preparing to upload it. So I was editing the video and then I found out that I'm not saying things correctly, and it's a very long video, so I just decided that I have not said anything worth saying and I have not uploaded the video. Right. And then after a while, uh, I decided that if I stay at home any longer, I do not, I will not be creating anything productive at home because I was just slacking and I did nothing. So I decided I'm just going to pick up a full-time work or whatever. Right. So I ended up at this motorcycle trading store which sells spare parts and for motorcycles, tires and whatever. And right, and then I went there and then the job scope was initially about managing the Shopee account, the sales account of the company. But once I got there, my job was a lot wider in range. And I ended up having to carry stuff and do quite laborious physical work. So once I got home every single day, uh, I was quite tired and I do not have time to film any YouTube videos from that point on until now. So why am I free now? It's because I took I took leave, and right now I'm at home. I'm preparing for scholarship interview, and therefore I have a bit time to talk to you and upload a video and to give you an update about my recent life. The decision that I'm now having to make is whether I should apply to US university. So a year before now, while I decided that I need to reapply, I set my mind on reapplying to UK and US university. Uh, so the UK part was done, uh, and right now I have to decide whether I want to apply to the US university. So I'll tell you a few things that sort of hinders my ability to prepare my US application. And then I'll talk about the good things that would happen if I apply to US universities. And hopefully we'll be able to arrive at a logical conclusion as to whether I should apply. Now, what stopped me from applying to universities in the US? The first thing is that I am quite busy. Uh, this is probably an excuse, but I just want to elaborate on this further. So, I took a full-time job, and now that I think about it, it is quite a foolish decision because I'm quite busy at this time, and this is quite a critical time because this is the time when I should really focus on applying to university, and this, of course, would influence the entire course of my life, uh, and will decide where I'll go in the future, right? So I applied to universities in the UK, and right now am thinking about applying to local universities in Malaysia or to apply to overseas universities like in the US or in Singapore. So for application to Singaporean universities, it's quite late, and in any case, I'll have to wait until my history result uh, is out. And it won't be out until next year January. So I still have a lot of time to take care of that. And right now, what I have to decide on is whether I want to apply to US universities through Common App. And I have not been very free recently because of my not so smart decision to take up a full-time job. And the full-time job is very rigorous, and I have to work quite long working hours. And once I got home, I'm quite tired, and I wouldn't have the time and energy to prepare adequately for my application. So so that's the factor one that uh, hinders my ability to apply. And then, okay, you might say that, well, it's just a full-time job. You can quit it whenever you want. Well, that is theoretically true, right? Of course, the application to university uh, is the top one priority, right? Nothing can stop it. Nothing can be more important than that, including the job. But the boss and I have been getting along quite well, and then the job was one that I quite like, and I'm quite committed to the company. Um, so, and then the boss has finished set up everything for me, like including the internet, including adding extension and wires to the wall, and then buying a completely new laptop and a new phone, and basically set up the entire sort of office in the warehouse. So if I decided to quit so abruptly, it wouldn't be fair for the boss or for the company. So that's one thing. And I promise, I promised to myself that I will deliver real work, very good work for the company, and I'm getting quite committed to the job. But that's not a very all-encompassing factor uh, in my decision making process. But that's something worth considering about. And the second thing is that, okay, so even if I decided to quit my job, right, let's say I quit, I still might not be able to do my application properly. And even if I did my application properly and correctly, and I submitted a completely wonderful and perfect application, it's still not guaranteed that I will get in. And the application fee itself is quite considerable. And I'm not applying for fee waiver, but I think I'm definitely applying for financial aid because I'm eligible for it. And the other thing is that there are a lot of things to submit, a lot of uh, supplements, and the app essay itself uh, takes a lot of effort to write. And I do not have enough support for this kind of thing because I'm all on my own now. I have graduated from my college and I need to complete everything myself. And another thing I should mention is that I have already talked to my university guidance counselor in my college and talked to the university relations department as well as my two of my teachers, and they've agreed to write my recommendation in the Common App. So they've agreed, and I've said yes, and I've committed all of them to help me in completing the application. And right now, if I decided that, oh, I quit, I'm not going to apply to US university, it would be quite irresponsible for me, and it's not something that I should do. Right. So that's one thing that's deterring me from giving up my application to the US. But if I if I only decided to continue applying just for the sake of pleasing my university relations department and pleasing my teachers in the college, then it shows that my motivation for applying to the US universities is not that great anyway. So it defeats the purpose of applying if I really decided to stay because of my college department and teachers. Therefore, it involves asking the critical question of whether I really want to go to the US university. Right. So I think it was in August after I completed the SAT. I flight to Taiwan to meet my mentor, and we sort of discussed which universities in the US I should apply to. And since he went to the US and a lot of universities to give talks, and I asked him, how is the environment there, the educational environment, and then he just shared with me his experience, and it appears that the UC it's quite a, I wouldn't say the most desirable place to study, and I just feel that the place is a bit unsafe for me and a bit degenerate. Uh, and I think a better fit for me would be just to go to the universities in New York or near the West Coast. And therefore, I'm not going to apply to the UC. My top one university to apply is to Columbia University because I've read a few finance books, and then a lot of them are written by professors at Columbia. So I think that if I really go there to study finance, it will use a lot of utility for me. And I think that Columbia University is the, how should I say, the only university that I have genuine ambition to go. And then for the other universities, for example, like Stanford and Harvard, they have quite good reputation, and obviously people care about them very much. Uh, but I don't feel the need to really apply there, because I don't really want to go there. Like I know nothing about this university. I know what's good about them. All I know is that they have very good reputation. I still decided that uh, I need more time to research about this university. So Yale, right? Yale University. Uh, I heard that they have very good economics master. It's quite rigorous and it's very quantitative, and it's quite good degree. I heard from sources like Reddit and Quora, but I'm still deciding. So I think I'm going to apply to this university, and also because they give financial aid. But other than that, I don't think other universities provide the same kind of support for international students. So that's a factor that comes into my consideration. And another thing is my SAT grade. So if you've seen my video announcing my SAT grade, you would know that I got 1,520 marks for my SAT. So I get 780 for my maths section and 740 for my reading and what was that? For my reading section, English section. And I'm not going to resit for SAT again, obviously. My parents wouldn't want me to resit for it anyway. So that leaves me with a final score of 1,520. Is that a good score? I don't think so. Right? I think a lot of people would be getting far higher score than me. So initially I talked to myself, and I've decided that if I got 1580 or above, I will definitely apply to universities in the US. But now that I got such a score, it makes my decision very hard. I'm not sure whether my score would make my application very attractive. I think it's a minor score because my scores are not really good, especially the reading and the reading part. What I'll say is just I expected much higher score than that. But I think it boils down to a lack of preparation for the SAT. So I have really no one to blame. But I'm not here to talk about this anyway. So my SAT score is not that good. Uh, and then it makes my choice very difficult. But I'm going to include my score in because um, if I didn't do so, it would be a waste of time and waste of money. So that would be quite stupid to not include the score and the essays. Now, the application in the Common App is quite confusing and quite a lot of work to do. You have a lot of things that you need to write, and I'm feeling quite slack and quite lazy to do that, especially when my motivation isn't even that strong in the first place. But I think it would still be a really good place to learn and to study. So that's a factor. And another thing I should mention is I have to complete my scholarship interview, the video interview from Jardine, and the deadline is on 20th of November. So that's quite close. That's around 1 week from yesterday. So no 1 week from 2 days ago. So I really have to complete it quite uh quite fast, and it's really urgent. But that doesn't affect my application to the US. I'm pretty sure. And the same is true for my application to Singapore because the timeline really doesn't clash at all. So that shouldn't be a factor in my consideration. Right. So I think that's about it. I talked to you about my recent situation and as well as the factors that I should consider when I'm deciding whether I should apply to US university. Uh, and right now I have a decision to make. So if you have anything to say about this matter or you have any advice, please comment in the section below. I would love to hear what you think about it. And if you have anything to share, please do. And we'll see you in the next video. I think my next video would be announcing my A-level history results, or it is going to be, oh wait, I think, hold on, my next video would be about announcing my TMUA result, because that's on 28th of November. Right, that's on 28th of November. I'm going to announce my TMUA results. So stay tuned for that, and I look forward to see you in the next video. Bye.